Hello, everyone. Welcome to our assessment for LAMP CAA aspirants. We are now on Module 3. Congratulations for hurdling the last two modules. And welcome to Module 3. Module 3 is about syndromes or pattern differentiation. We may not be able to appreciate this module if you haven't mastered the previous two modules. Okay? So for this evening, we would like to focus more on syndromes or patterns according to the 8 principles. Okay? So I would like Ma'am Angel to take care of numbers 1 to 9. But before we do that, let's have a little lecture on 8 principles. Kasi I wouldn't want you to live. I would like you to really know what is the syndrome differentiation according to the 8 principles. It's not actually 8 principles, it's only 4. So yin and yang no? Dala-dalawa. Okay, so yang is an unsubstantial energy. It is physiological energy that moves, warms, and transforms. So always remember na ang yang may movement, may warming, may transforming. Okay, exterior. The term exterior refers to the space between the skin and muscles where you can find the wei qi, no, or defensive qi, okay, between skin and muscles. And where also you find the sweats, first invaded by the external pathogenic factor, okay? Or external pernicious influence. Pareho lang po yan. So when you say excess, okay? Pag sinabi nating excess, there is the presence of pathogenic factor while the upright chi is relatively strong. Okay. Pag narinig niyo po ang excess, ibig sabihin there is a war going on. Okay? Of course, when you talk about the upright chi, this is supposed to be the chi that will protect you from invaders. Okay? So obviously, there should be something going on. Do you follow? Kasi kung mahina po ang ating upright chi, welcome na welcome po si pathogenic factor. So walang shall we say, parang welcome with open arms. That means you're very weak. No? Of course, the upright chi is the sundalo. This is a sentinel or the immune system. No? This is supposed to counter the pathogenic factor. So every time you see the word excess, there's actually a fight going on. No? So kung mahina po ang protector, mahina po ang mahina ang immune system, mahina yung sundalo, no? So hindi siya walang nangyayari. So welcome na welcome. Okay? So ibig sabihin, hindi siya excess. 'Di ba? Deficiency siya. Kasi sa deficiency, even if there is no etiology, you'll get sick. So what more if may pumasok na invader? Okay? Now, another is, what's the difference between full heat from empty heat? Okay. Full heat arises from yang excess. Okay? Empty heat arises from yin deficiency. I think we are already clear on this. Di ba, Ma'am Ami? Malinaw na po ito, ha? Pag empty heat, nanggaling po siya sa yin deficiency. Pag full heat, nanggaling siya sa yang excess. Okay? Can you describe the coating? Meron bang coating ang full heat? Meron, di ba? Okay. What about empty heat? Wala pong coating.
Walang coating po.
Okay. Now let's talk about the yin. This is the other side of the spectrum, no? So earlier we were talking about the yang. Okay? Let's go to yin naman. Yin is substantial form of energy, no? Substantial, malaman. It is nourishing. It moistens, no? That's the yin. And when you say interior, internal organs are already affected. And we have already emphasized last time that the thickness of the coating, the degree of thickness of the coating will tell you that there is already an interior, nag-interiorize na po yung external pathogenic factor. Are we clear? So that means internal organs are already affected. Okay. Deficiency or empty. So there is deficient upright chi and the absence of pathogenic factor. Okay. So when you say deficiency, there is no pathogenic factor, but a very deficient immune system or deficient upright chi. That's empty. Okay? Kaya sinabi empty. Walang kalaban, walang pumasok. Pag excess, meron pong pathogenic factor, malakas ang upright chi. Okay? Pag deficient or empty, there is no pathogenic factor. But the upright chi is weak, deficient. Are we clear? Then we have the comparison between full cold and empty cold. This is just the opposite of what we have described earlier. When you say full cold, it arises from yin excess. Sobrang yin. Empty cold, it came from yang deficiency. Huh? When you say yang deficiency, there is really no problem with the yin. Do you follow? The yang is deficient. So, ang nangyari, even if the yin is normal, it was relatively higher. Bakit? Mahina po si yang. Clear? So, empty heat galing po sa yin deficiency. Empty cold galing sa yang deficiency. Clear, Sir Henry? Any comment? Sir Henry?
Clear po, clear.
Clear, very good. So I hope you were able to download this. This is very important. Okay. A patient's condition can be deficient, cold, and or interior. Magkamag-anak yan. Or it could be a combination of any of these principles. A person pwedeng mayroon siyang interior deficient condition complicated with an excess condition. For example, this one, very common po ito. When you have chronic spleen deficiency, ano mangyayari pag mahina ang spleen? There will be dampness. Ano po ba ang dampness? Excess or deficient?
Excess po.
Okay. So, this is a very good example of a deficiency leading to an excess situation. So in history, we can further categorize the 8 principles as follows. Okay? So ito yung 8 principles. Actually, 4 lang po yan. No? Yin, kinukumpara kay yang, interior, exterior, cold, heat, deficiency, excess. So yin includes interior, deficient, cold. Make sense? Ang yang, opposite. Exterior, excess, heat. Okay? So you can have deficient yin or deficient yang. Pwede ka rin magkaroon ng collapse of yin or collapse of yang. Okay, let's talk about interior, exterior. So, pwede ka magkaroon ng exterior na pumasok na, naging interior na. O yung interior, naging exterior, which is a very good sign. Di ba? Kasi pag yung exterior pumasok na sa interior, that is not a very good prognosis. Ang gusto natin mangyari, ang interior nag-exterior na. And nakikita natin yan by monitoring the tongue coating. Right? You remember? Okay. Next, we go to cold-heat combination. Okay. This usually happens. Kaya minsan you will get confused. Okay, tingnan niyo yung unang example. Cold yung extremities niya, yung kamay niya pati paa, pero may heat siya sa interior. No? Nakita mo, yung dila niya, ano magiging kulay ng dila niya? Will it be pale or will it be red?
Red.
Yes. Pero nagtataka ka, bakit malamig yung kamay at paa? Okay? That happens. Or you can have heat on the exterior pero cold on the interior. So how will you know that? When you look at the tongue is what? Moist, right? Moist, pale, and when you feel the pulses, they're very deep. Okay? Deep and tight. Okay? Pero natataka ka, bakit mainit yung kamay? No? Or we can have heat above, cold below. Or cold above, heat below. Or meron tayong true cold, pero false heat. Or true heat, false cold. Okay. I'm sure meron yan sa ating mga questions. Okay. So yung true cold, malalaman mo. Okay. So there's always a combination. Or we have deficiency and excess. Okay. Deficiency of qi, deficiency of yang, deficiency of blood, deficiency of yin. Okay. Okay. So, relationship between exterior and interior. So, pag naging interior ang exterior, this means the disease is getting worse. No? So, kung una-una yung pasyente mo, exterior. Pero sa pangangalaga mo, dahil hindi ka nag-train sa lamp, naging interior. So, ibig sabihin, the disease is getting worse. Can you follow? How do you know this? The Wei Qi is weak. What happens when the Wei Qi is weak? No? Weak ang Wei Qi. So, welcome si pathogenic factor, di ba?
Pumasok sa interior ang pathogenic
Yes.
factor.
And so, lalakas si pathogenic factor. Ha? Kasi hindi ka marunong mag-treat. Hindi mo na-realize na i-prioritize mo yung lung qi. I-tonify mo yung lung qi kasi yung lung qi yan nagko-control ng wei qi.
Okay.
Kayo yung nagiging paos yung boses. Dapat hindi nangyari yun. Okay? Wrong treatment. Nag-worsen yung imbalance. So we do not want that to happen, okay? So what about transmission from interior to exterior? That means the disease gets better. So based on the tongue, Ma'am Ami, what are you going to expect to see? How will you know na yung interior dati naging exterior na? Are you going to have a thicker coat?
Bali, magiging ano na po siya, magiging normal na yung tongue niya. Kung
In what
reddish
way
po, Doc,
Anong aspect ng tongue ang titingnan natin?
yung titignan po natin yung shape niya.
Yung shape
Una-una yung
kaagad?
shape, yes po. Tapos yung tick
Coating.
niya.
Yung
Yung
coating.
coating.
Matagal ang shape. Aabutin
Opo.
tayo ng months.
Pagka, coating po.
Coating. Sino ba? Yun pala si Ma'am Mildred, yung CA. Sabi niya,
Mm.
tuwang-tuwa siya, nagkaroon ng coating. So that means magaling siya. No? Coating. So ibig sabihin, malakas si Wei Chi. Nasipa niya si nasipa ni Wei Chi si pathogenic factor. And also, it means that the treatment was correct. No? Because what you wouldn't like to happen is for the pathogen to interiorize, to get inside. That is why we are spending a lot of time looking at the tongue. Okay, so if you don't check the tongue at all, you don't really care for the patient. What is your way of knowing? Kasi even if the patient may not have symptoms, pero how can you be so sure na wala na talaga yung pathogenic factor? Kaya, ang daming mga chronic diseases. Diba? Okay? Are we good?
Doc, halimbawa po, from yellowish, naging whitish na siya. Yan na po ba yung sinasabi nyo sa coating?
When you talk about
Dahil kung may
yellowish,
excess
no, wait lang po. Yellowish is heat.
Heat, yes po. Kung meron po tayong heat,
Lahat
tapos
ng
yellow.
problem nagiging heat pag tumatagal. So, syempre, ano ba ang normal coating ng tongue?
Normal coating is white. White po siya. And then
White lang? White na makapal o white na manipis?
Pink po.
Ano daw?
Manipis po. White
Thin
thin.
white coating.
Manipis po, thin.
Okay.
Thin coating. Thin po.
Thin white coating. Okay?
Coating, yes.
Thin white coat.
Thin white coating.
Okay. What about kung exterior and interior at the same time? So we have the external evil invading the exterior and interior at the same time. So we have a patient with chronic disease suffering from a new disease. Okay? Imagine mo, sabay-sabay, exterior and interior. Then we have the so-called intermediate syndrome between the exterior and interior. Ito yung lesser yang, Shaoyang. Lesser yang. Hindi pa siya masyadong, okay, kasi nasa gitna siya. Yung Taiyang, ito yung great yang. Yung ayaw natin mangyari, yung bright yang. No? Extreme yang. So, Shaoyang. Half-half. So, ibig sabihin, yung external pernicious influence fails to be transmitted completely to the interior. Naagapan mo. While the Wei Qi is not strong enough to expel it to the surface. Andun pa rin yung pathogenic factor. Kasi meron ka pang Shaoyang. Nasa Shaoyang pa intermediate pa. No? Kasi yung Wei Qi is not strong enough. So that means you may have to treat longer. So the evil is between, or the enemy is between the exterior and interior. So the key signs and symptoms, strong alternating chills and fever. strong alternating chills and fever. Of course, this is better than, kasi pag pumasok na talaga, magkakaroon na ng convulsion, no? Mag-iinit na. Pati yung dila magiging super red na, magiging crimson red. And that is something that we do not want to happen. Okay, I hope we're clear. Okay. Napakaano na nun, ha? So tingnan nyo to. So, pag exterior, we actually have a battle between Wei Qi and the pathogenic factor. Nagkokompetensya si Wei Qi pati si pathogenic factor. Okay, meron tayong cold or wind cold or exterior cold, meron tayong exterior heat, then meron din tayong deficiency, may excess. Okay? So pag cold, mas marami ang chills kesa sa fever. Of course, cold eh. No sweating, no thirst. While heat, mas grabe yung fever kesa chills. Mild lang yung chills. And there is sweating and there is thirst. Okay? Pag deficiency, exterior, ha? Mild fever, mild chills, puro mild. Spontaneous sweating, ibig sabihin kahit hindi mainit, pinapawisan, no thirst. While yung excess din, mild fever, severe chills, mas malakas. No sweat, no thirst. Because there's nothing happening. Walang giyera nangyayari. Di ba ano pa pinag-aralan natin sa excess? Andyan yung pathogenic factor, pero walang kwenta si Wei Qi. Walang giyera nangyayari. Okay? Now let's look at the tongue. Pag cold, exterior cold, normal body. Thin white coat, that's very normal. So there's nothing that you see there. Okay? Pero pag heat, exterior heat, red yung tip. Di ba
Kasi, nakalimutan ng ligo kasi palagi lang si cellphone.
Okay. So, di ba naaral natin red tip or the sides? Di ba? And you can have a thin yellow coat. Thin yellow coat. Hindi pa siya thick. To be differentiated from exterior. Remember? Puro ito exterior. Hindi pa pumasok. Ha? May 4 na klase. Pwedeng cold, pwedeng heat, pwedeng deficiency, pwedeng excess. Okay? So pag deficiency, pale, thin, or no coat. Kasi pwede maging yin deficiency. Okay? Well, what do you mean by this? May problema na yung pasyente. May comorbidity na. Can you follow? May problema na. Pag excess naman, normal body, thin white coat. Parang wala lang. The pulse, pag exterior cold, floating and tight. Exterior heat, floating and rapid. Pag exterior deficiency, ha? Deficient yung pulse. Weak, right? Slow, floating. Pag excess, floating din. Bakit floating? Kasi puro exterior. Huh? Can you see it? Puro exterior. The only difference is the strength of the force of the pulse. Yes? Okay. Floating. That's exterior. But now, you have to determine, is it exterior deficiency or is it exterior excess? Pag exterior excess, the pulse is strong. Pag exterior deficiency, the pulse is weak and slow. Okay? Sige, wag masyadong mag-isip. Punta pa tayo sa interior. Okay, andun pa rin. So, iba na to ha. Hindi na to exterior, interior na. So signs and symptoms, internal imbalances affecting the organ functions already. Kasi nga interior na. Okay, I hope everybody's listening. Okay. Pag cold, lack of warmth, of course, cold dyan. Interior cold. Of course, pale limbs, cold limbs, sorry. Pale complexion, pale mukha niya. Kulang ng mainit, kulang ng init. Cold limbs, no thirst. Malalaman mo to because kasi mas gusto niya ng mainit. Okay, interior cold. Then tanungin mo yung sputum. Is it manipis and white? That's cold. Ask about the color of the urine. It is clear. Ask about the stools. They are loose. Siyempre pag hard, hindi na siya cold. Okay, tongue. Oh, tingnan nyo ha, merong tongue and pulse. It is a mortal sin not to master the tongue and pulse. See? Pag cold, it can be pale or normal. White coating, slippery. Slippery or moist, right? That's cold. Pulse, deep, malalim. Slow, pwede ring tight. Either of the two. Let's go to heat. Drying the fluid. So, tuyo. Red complexion. High fever. Thirst. Prefers cold. There's palpitations. Irritability. Dark scanty urine. Constipation. When you look at the tongue, it is red with yellow coat. Red with yellow coat. So you don't base the color alone. So this is more about heat or cold. Okay? To differentiate it from cold. And the pulse is deep kasi interior eh. Interior. And rapid. Yes? Now let's go to deficiency. May comorbidity na. Ibig sabihin, mahina ang chi. Kulang ang chi. Lack of chi. Patient is weak. Di ba walang energy? Lethargic. Dislikes talking. Quiet voice. Di ba may mga taong gano'n ayaw magsalita? So automatic mo deficiency. Okay, then dizzy. Kasi nga pag mahina ang chi, mahina rin yung blood supply, di ba? Palpitations. Of course, when you have blood deficiency, you will also have palpitations. It will affect your heart chi. Then poor appetite. The tongue is pale and swollen with thick white coat. Actually, you don't see anything with the coat. It's still normal. It's just pale. No? And then when the feel the pulse, it's deep and weak. Deficient kasi weak. Next, we have excess. The signs and symptoms are extreme. Excesses, sobra-sobra. High fever, heavy breathing, okay? Chest and abdominal pain and distension. There is constipation, delirium. Usually, itong mga ganitong pasyente, hindi sa atin pupunta yan. No? Sa doktor kaagad yan o sa ospital. Sana naman wala kayong pasyenteng ganyan, makaka-stress. Kung nategi, di ba, Ma'am Jeliza? But again, you have to be aware. You need to know. So when you look at the tongue, it's very red. Sometimes, crimson red. Greasy, yellow coat. Greasy. And of course, the pulse is deep, full, kasi excess and rapid. Okay? So, relationship between exterior and interior. So, I think we're done with this. Naulit lang. Kanina pa yan, no? Okay, pasensya na. Let's now start with the questions. Number one. Let's, okay, Ma'am Angel, take care of numbers 1 to 9.
Good evening, Doc. Good evening, classmates.
Good evening.
Number 1, an exterior syndrome can be differentiated by the presence of. Answer na lang po ba, Doc?
Answer na lang.
Answer ko po is, kung exterior syndrome po, meron po siyang chills and fever po. Yun po yung nangyayari kapag when cold or when heat exterior po.
So basically, kino-compare natin ito sa interior. 'Di ba?
Opo, opo.
Is everybody clear? Yes. Okay. May chills and fever. Depende kung anong klase, 'di ba? Oo. So kung cold ba or heat. Good. Number 2.
Number 2 po, an exterior deficiency syndrome can be differentiated by presence of letter C po, sweating po. Kasi yung
Exterior excess.
exterior deficiency po yung sweating. Yung iba po kasi exterior excess po.
Okay. Very good. Number 3.
Number 3 po, a patient has the following signs and symptoms. Cough of 1 week in duration, severe chills with high fever, no sweating, red complexion, and yellow urine. The tongue has a thin coating and the pulse is superficial, rolling and rapid. These syndromes belongs to, bali ito na po, Doc, no? May exterior cold and interior heat syndrome na pong nangyari. Kasi meron po siyang pre-existing na interior syndrome.
So your answer is?
Letter D po, Doc. Exterior cold and interior heat syndrome po.
So in this case po, ano yung naging basehan mo?
Yung basis
Was
ko
it
po, Doc,
was it the symptoms or was it the pulse?
yung ano po, Doc, pulse po and symptoms po. Kasi yung
Kinumbine
pulse,
mo?
yes po. Kasi po yung pulse po is
Superficial.
superficial pa. So, may exterior pa. Eh ngayon,
Okay.
dito naman siya, symptoms niya, may severe na. So, severe chills, tapos may high fever pa. So, nakita ko po na parang exterior cold and interior heat syndromes po, Doc. Pag na-combine po
Medyo
siya.
confusing, no?
Yan nga, Doc, medyo madugo po siya eh.
Okay. Paano mo na-rule out si intermediate syndrome? Ano ba nangyayari pag intermediate?
Si
Di ba ano yan?
intermediate,
Xiaoyang?
yes po, Doc. Nabanggit niyo po kanina, Doc. Wei Qi is not strong. So, kumbaga, nandun pa lang siya sa between lang, Doc. So, hindi pa nagkaroon ng interior, Doc. Parang nasa between lang siya. Parang Wei Qi is not strong. Ganun. So, parang,
So this is basically ang isang taong meron ng interior heat, di ba? Na na-expose, na pumasok na malamig. Ganun ba yon?
si intermediate syndrome, Doc.
Yeah. Kasi tinan mo, yung pulse niya
Opo.
superficial. Ibig sabihin exterior.
Yes po.
But it is rolling and rapid.
Yes po. So,
Yung
kung rolling po,
rolling is
may-
also slippery
yes po, parang may damp na po siya, Doc.
than rapid. Di ba? May
Opo,
damp
and
na.
heat.
Very good.
Damp at may heat, Doc.
So dati na siya meron.
Yes po, Doc.
Siguro pumunta ng malamig na lugar, right?
Nadagdagan po.
Yeah, 1 week, nag-tour. Can anybody, is everybody following? Ma'am Ami, yes?
Yes po.
Okay. Tapos red complexion. Kasi may matagal na.
Opo.
No? Pag yung complexion mo nagpula na. Yellow urine. Yellow urine. Ibig sabihin interior na siya. Dati na. No?
Opo.
Okay, very good. Number 4.
Number 4. A patient has the following signs and symptoms. Mild chills, fever, headache, cough, sore throat, loose stools, and clear urine with an increased output. These syndromes belong to, so ito po, Doc, ang answer ko po is letter A, exterior heat and interior cold. So, meron po kasi siyang so loose stool, so ibig sabihin meron po siyang interior cold. Plus may clear urine po siya.
Increase
Increased
output.
output. Opo. So, ibig sabihin, parang palaihi ito, pero
Okay.
clear po yung urine niya.
Okay.
So, ngayon, parang kagaya po sa explanation nyo kanina, Doc, meron na po siyang interior syndrome na cold. Tapos, nagkaroon po siya ng exterior heat.
Okay.
Kaya meron po siyang mild chills and fever po, tas headache. May
Very
sore throat din po.
Yeah. Very good. Everyone, sino po ba dito? Did everybody get that? Sir Henry, walang problema? Naging busy yata. Ma'am Joy, can you relate? So I hope you're all listening, huh? Did you get it, Ma'am Joy?
Yung, eto pong sa number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hindi ko po na,
Hindi po. Ang tanong ko lang is, nakuha mo ba?
yun nga po, hindi ko po siya, kasi nandito po ako sa parking ng SM. So, in a few minutes po, magiging better yung signal ko. Wait lang
Sige,
po.
sige.
Paglabas ko ng car.
Sige lang. Okay, sige. We'll call you back. Number 5. Can you answer number 5?
Number 5 po, Doc. A patient has the following signs and symptoms. Desire to cover up the body in spite of a feverish sensation, flushed face, thirst, drinking warm fluid, clear urinary output, and loose stools. The tongue is slightly purple with a moist white coating and the pulse is superficial and weak. These syndromes belong to, so yung answer ko po dito, Doc, is yung true cold with pulse heat po. Letter B po.
Okay. Saan mo nakita yung true cold?
Yung true cold po kasi, meron po siyang Doc yung desire to cover body in spite of it.
Ano pa?
Tsaka yung
Tinignan mo
Doc,
yung tongue, di ba? Tinignan mo yung
yes,
tongue.
Doc. May
Moist.
moist white coating po siya, Doc.
Okay. Good.
Thank you po.
Number 6. Okay. Before we continue, punta naman tayo sa cold and heat. Nagpahinga lang ako kanina. Pero I know naman, hindi kayo medyo parang nalugi, no? Oo. So, there's no reason for you not to, there's no reason for you to miss this out. Kaya when I say 8 o'clock, you should be here at 8. Okay. Before 8 nga dapat eh. Okay. Let's go to cold and heat. Okay. The signs and symptoms are mirror of each other. So ano ibig sabihin yan? So remember, when you have full cold, it could be Yang deficiency. When you have full heat, Yin deficiency. Okay, aversion to cold and full cold, cold leans, chills. You try to understand, this is not simply memorizing. Analyze nyo po. No thirst or desire for warm, or meron siyang desire for warm drink. So yung palang cold na siya. Pale, syempre loose stools, clear urine, fatigue, lethargic, clear watery, profuse discharge, no? So it's very cold. Ang tongue naman, obviously, is pale. At saka tingnan nyo, pag moist talaga yung tongue, almost always it's full cold, no? White coat. White coat, white coat. Hindi siya thin. Hindi siya thin. Pag hindi sinabing thin, hindi normal yan. Moist white coat. Imagine yon, visualize nyo. The pulse is slow or tight. Now let's go to full heat, which could be yin deficiency, or it could be empty heat, but this time it's full heat. Okay? No aversion to cold, hot, dry limbs, fever, thirst for cold drinks, red face and eyes, very easy, no? Constipation, dark scanty urine, irritability, yellow thick discharge. Okay? Discharge, yung lumalabas. Red, yellow, dry coat. So in contrast to full cold, the tongue is dry. The tongue, the coating is dry here. So the pulse is rapid or full. Relationship between cold and heat. So we have complicated syndromes of cold and heat. Most patients that you see, kaya baka ma-confuse ka, pero pag sa atin ka nag-aral, hindi ka mako-confuse. You see, cold and heat signs and symptoms at the same time, yin and yang. Okay, heat above with cold below, or cold above with heat below. Pwede ring exterior cold with interior heat syndrome. So this is chronic interior heat gets exterior cold. O kasi nag-i-intertransform po ang yin sa yang. Okay? Lalo na pag sobrang init na, lalamig na naman yan. Exterior heat with interior cold syndrome. So chronic interior cold gets exterior heat. Then we have the transformation of cold and heat, consuming of one another. Okay? Cold syndrome changing into heat syndrome. External cold that is prolonged turning into heat. No? Yung heat syndrome changing into cold syndrome, exterior heat prolonged turns into cold. Then we have the true heat, yung kanina, no? True heat with false cold. True heat, yung sa loob talaga, yung interior, internal, no? False cold, yung exterior, external. So excess interior heat, which hinders the yang qi from reaching the exterior. True cold, which is interior with false heat exterior, excess yin cold, excess yin cold interior, which forces the yang qi to exterior. Kaya naging cold yung interior. Diba? Siyempre, pag malamig ng interior, ilalabas niya ngayon yung yang qi sa exterior, sa extremities. Do you follow? Okay. True and false phenomenon in heat and cold syndromes. True heat with false cold. So conflicting signs and symptoms. Okay. You will always meet this kind of patients. Kaya dapat marunong ka tumingin sa dila saka sa feel sa pulse, no? Thirst with preference for cold drinks. Pero mainit siya. No covers when lying down. Dark complexion. No swelling. Red hot skin. Cold limbs. But the anterior side of the body is hot. Because the anterior is yin. Right? Dry or severe hot diarrhea. So dito na nagkakaalaman. Ang basehan natin is yung interior. Yan yung true. Can you follow? Yan yung true. Tingnan nyo. Hot diarrhea, mainit yung pagdumi. Saka dark scanty urine. The tongue also, look, deep red, dry yellow coat. No? Makita mo yung tongue niya, pero yung pakiramdam niya, ayaw niya ng hindi siya mahilig sa malamig. Pero dapat marinig sa malamig. So may false cold siya. Then the pulse is deep, thin, and forceful. Why deep? Because it is interior. No? Thin. Okay. And forceful. Excess. True cold with false heat. So tingnan natin yung tongue. Look at the tongue. Pale, moist white coat. The pulse is large but weak. No? Thirst with preference for warm drinks. False heat. True cold. Thirst is false heat. Wow siya, pero gusto niya warm drinks. Covers up when lying down, so no-confuse ka na. Pero red yung complexion. Swelling, skin normal color and temperature. Okay, limbs are hot. The anterior side of the body is normal temperature. Loose stools, clear urine. So dito na nagkakaalaman. Napansin nyo, yung stools and urine, yan ang basehan. Okay, please continue, Ma'am Angel.
Number 6 po daw. A cold syndrome frequently causes all of the following except A. Pallor, B. Absence of thirst.
Just go to
C.
the answer
Preference.
right away.
Okay, so answer po, Doc, is letter C, preference for cold drinks. Kasi syempre, kapag may cold syndrome ka na, gusto mo hot drinks, not cold.
Okay, very easy. Number 7, heat syndrome naman.
Number 7. Apo, so heat syndrome naman. So mapapansin natin dito ang answer is absence of thirst naman. Kasi syempre uhaw nga siya dito dahil may heat syndrome siya, Doc.
Easy, no? Chicken. Okay, number 8.
Number 8 po. A patient has the following signs and symptoms. Heat sensation in the chest, frequent desire to vomit, abdominal pain, alleviated by warmth, and loose stools. These syndromes belong to. Answer ko po, Doc, is etong letter B po yung heat above with cold below. Kasi
Okay, ano ba ibig sabihin ng above? Yan yung upper burner, ha?
Yes po, Doc.
Yung
So,
lower
mapapansin
burner, yung below.
Yes
Okay.
po, Doc. So,
Okay.
mapapansin nga natin dito, Doc, na yung chest niya is may heat sensation.
Yeah.
So, tapos doon naman sa cold below, syempre may abdominal pain siya na elevated by warmth and loose stools. So, it's above with cold below po, Doc.
Okay, very good. And number 9?
Number 9 po, Doc. Ito po yung nabanggit natin kanina. A patient
Yes,
has the
easy.
following signs and symptoms.
Mhm.
Cold extremities, thirst, preference for cold drinks, constipation, and scanty dark yellow urine. The tongue has a dry coating and the pulse is deep and forceful. These syndromes belongs to. So, answer po is letter E, yung true heat with pulse cold. Dahil po sa pulse niya and sa symptoms niya, Doc.
Your answer?
Yung letter E po, Doc, true heat with pulse cold po, Doc.
Anong basehan mo?
Yung ano, Doc, yung first preference for cold drinks, constipation, tapos yung pulse din niya, Doc. And
Yung
tongue.
urine, di ba? Urine
Yes,
niya.
dark and scanty. So,
Constipation.
kabaliktaran po siya. Yes, Doc. Kabaliktaran siya ni cold above. Ay, ni true cold with pulse heat.
Okay,
Yung nabanggit po kanina.
very good. O, di ba? Thank you. So,
Thank you,
Ma'am, thank you so much. You did well.
po.
Congratulations.
Thank you po.
Good job. Okay, Ma'am Ami, are you ready for 10 to, I think 10 to 20? Pero before we go to that, let's talk about the yang and yin, no? Okay. Meron tayong yin syndrome sa yang syndrome. Yin syndrome, puro yin. So pale face, sallow face, aversion to cold, no thirst, dislike of talking, low voice, loose stools, clear and profuse urination. Easy. The tongue is pale, white coat, so that's very yin. White coat, huh? Pulse, deep, thin and weak. Yang syndrome naman, opposite. Red yung face, may fever, hot sensation, thirst, rapid breathing, strong voice, constipation, dark scanty urine. So when you look at the tongue, it's red with yellow coat. So yang na yang. Okay. Pulse is flooding or overwhelming. Okay. And large, slippery, and rapid. Okay. Yin and yang, or yang and yin, associated with 6 other principles. O, diba? Interior cold deficiency, exterior hot and excess. So let's just go to the tongue. Okay. You just have to read that. Okay. Do you promise to internalize everything? You don't really have to memorize the symptoms. You just have to, analyze, diba? Okay. Tingnan nyo, napakaganda. Kasi when you look at the tongue, it's pale and swollen, thin, white coat, so it's normal. Or red body, greasy, yellow coat, interior. Kasi may dampness siya, no? Okay. Greasy, remember? Greasy. Dampness is yin. Okay? Yeah. Pulse is deep or weak or deep, full, and rapid. Now we'll go to cold. Of course, it's pale with moist coat. Nakita nyo pag cold, moist na moist. No? Diba? And the pulse is slow. Pag yin naman, deficiency, red, little or no coat. Remember, pag yin deficiency, walang coat or konti na lang yung coat. And the pulse is thin kasi yin is substance. Deficient. Na pag yang naman, dito lang tumingin sa tongue and pulse, no? Normal or pale, thin, white coat. So normal. Diba? Exterior yan, take note. And the pulse is floating. Exterior, floating. Pag floating yung pulse, exterior. And then also, pag young, the tongue is red, dry, yellow coat. Pulse is rapid. Okay. Excess, variable body, thick, greasy coat, solid or full. Okay. So you just read through it. Para hindi maubos yung oras natin. Is everybody clear on this? Yes, I gave you a copy. So try to master this kasi this is just one of the kasi ito yung according to 8 principles. Darating yung time nandun na tayo sa mga Zhangfu organs or according to the triple burn, triple warmer, according to pathogenic factors, yung mga ganun. Okay? We were all going to master that. Excited? Mukhang hindi man excited yung iba. Okay. Ito naman. Of course, we wouldn't like this, no? Yin and Yang deficiency and collapsed. Okay? So I want you to go through it by yourself.
Yes po.
Okay, basahin nyo na lang ha, kasi para lang tayo nag-reading class nito. Kasi excited na si Ma'am Ami. Okay, Ma'am Ami, please. 10 to
Okay
20.
Okay po.
Just give us the correct answer after reading the question. This is simple, very easy. Yes, please go ahead.
A patient has the following signs and symptoms: afternoon fever, manner plus, heat sensations of the palms and soles, night sweating, dryness of the throat and mouth and dry stool. The tongue is red with little coating and the pulse is rapid. These syndromes belongs to letter A, Doc, deficiency of yin.
Okay, very easy. Paulit-ulit na lang yan, di ba?
Yes.
Number 11.
Number 11, a patient has the following signs and symptoms with chills, cold limbs, listlessness, lassitude, spontaneous sweating, increased urinary output, which is clear, and loose stools. The tongue is pale and the pulse is weak. These belong to letter C, deficiency of Yang, because the tongue is pale and the pulse is weak. There is still cold limbs and listlessness, spontaneous sweating.
So ano
And
dito yung
urinary which is
what clinched the diagnosis ng Yang deficiency? Ano po yung before yung ano po yung talagang nakita natin na
pulse. Meron po siyang chills and cold limbs.
Okay, cold limbs, Yang deficiency. Clear? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to also read this table. Excess versus deficiency. Okay? So general excess, Pathogenic factor, hyperactivity. Then we have consumption or qi deficiency or consumption of essential qi. Pwedeng blood, qi, yin, yang deficiency. Okay? So let's go to the tongue right away. Pag general excess, of course, red tongue, greasy yellow coat, forceful, full, and flooding. Blood deficiency, pale, thin, weak pulse. Pag qi deficiency, pale pa din. Pale lang, wala nang iba. Diba? Weak pulse. Pag yin deficiency, red, no coat or slight coat, thin and rapid. Pag yang deficiency, pale, wet, white coat, and weak. Okay? Perfect? Okay. Okay. And this one naman, relationship, chronic qi deficiency gets a wind cold. Oo. Kasi meron na siyang qi deficiency eh. Mahina yung upright qi. So mabilis pumasok si wind cold. Or meron kang chronic kidney yin deficiency, lalo na pag tanda na, kalbo pa. Okay, so yun, it gets hyperactivity of the liver young. Okay, upper excess and lower deficiency seen in patients with hypertension. So I want you to watch out for how to descend the spleen 6, no, to help people with hypertension. We'll probably take that up next time during the treatment principles. Excessive and deficiency signs at the same time. So ito na yung kanina, di ba? True excess with false deficiency. True deficiency with false excess. Pag masyadong mag-isip, you just have to make use of your brains. Okay? So, pag nag-transform ang excess to deficiency, imagine from excess, naging deficient, biglang nag-turn around. It's a wrong diagnosis, wrong treatment. Huh? Yung excess mo naging deficient. No? Hyperactivity of the pathogenic factor damages the wei qi. Can you imagine? And then transformation from deficiency to excess. Deficiency, then biglang nag-excess. Because when you have wei qi deficiency, this will impair the zangfu functions in distributing and transforming. So, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng internal pathogenic factors. And this will manifest as excess symptoms. Okay? Okay. Yes? Nag-produce ka ng internal pathogenic factors. Okay, please continue, Ma'am Ami.
Number 12, an excess syndrome frequently causes all of the following except, valid answer is letter E,
Okay.
or night sweating.
Yeah. Hindi siya excess, no? Deficiency siya, right? Very good.
Yes.
13.
13, a patient has the following sign and symptoms: aversion to speaking, lassitude, dizziness, spontaneous sweating. All symptoms become worse on exertion. The tongue is pale and pulse is weak. Arms belong to
What's your answer?
letter A, deficiency of qi.
Okay. Ang keyword dito becomes worse on exertion. Okay? 14.
Number 14, a patient has the following sign and symptoms: dizziness, lassitude, bearing down, and distending sensation in the abdominal region, and prolapse of the anus. The tongue is pale and the pulse is weak. This syndrome belongs to letter E, sinking of qi.
Okay. Ano po dito yung what will clinch the diagnosis?
Sinking of qi, there is a prolapse of the
Okay, very
anus.
good. Saka distending sensation, abdominal region. Next.
Number 15. Number 15 is Stagnation of chi can be differentiated by the presence of the following symptoms. Letter C is descending pain.
Okay, the standing pain, parang parang nag-i-stretch, no? Yun.
Yes po.
Next.
Number 17.
Yes.
Number 17, Doc.
Number 17, sorry.
Yes po. Stagnations of blood frequently causes of the following except lips.
Ano dapat ang kulay ng lips?
Purple po.
Ang galing.
Purple.
Okay, good. Number 18.
Number 18. A young female patient has the following symptoms. Lower abdominal pain, which usually start before menstruation. The menstruation is delayed. Scanty and dark purple with clots. The tongue is purplish with purple spot on the edge. And the pulse is deep. These syndromes belong to stagnations of blood.
Okay, pag may pasyente ka, babae, about menstruation, ano yung una-una mong tatanungin kung nag-entertain ka ng blood stagnation? About menstruation.
Kung yung pong menstruation niya is matagal na po ba or
Delayed,
konti lang ba?
delayed siya, kukunti
delayed
lang, saka blood clots.
konti lang.
Okay, dark purple. Okay,
Dark
number 19.
Number 19. A patient has the following signs and symptoms: mental restlessness, bleeding, and dry mouth with no desire to drink. The tongue is deep red, and pulse is rapid. These syndromes belong to letter B, heat in the blood. Heat in the blood. Letter B.
Yeah. Pag may heat in the blood, talagang magbi-bleed ka. That's the only
Yes.
way ma-release ng body yung
Bleeding.
heat. Okay, very good. Number 20.
Number 20. A patient has the following signs and symptoms: dizziness, aversion to speaking, lassitude, and sharp pricking pain in the hypochondriac region. The tongue is pale with purple spot on the edge, and the pulse is steady and stringed out. These syndromes belong to deficiency of chi and stagnations of blood.
What is your basis?
Yung deficiency of chi po, dahil po meron siyang lassitude and yung sharp pricking pain po for blood stagnation at meron po siyang purple spot on the edge.
Ano pa?
Yun po. And then, pale po yung ano niya, yung tongue niya. And then, sharp pricking pain po dahil po sa for blood stagnation.
Wait lang.
Yes po.
Okay. Answer is?
Letter C, Doc. Deficiency of chi and stagnations of blood.
Okay, very good. So let's now call on. Thank you. You did a good job. Very
Thank you,
good.
Doc.
Okay, let's call on Sir Henry Nilios, 21 to 25. Sir Henry.
Hello, Doc.
Yes po.
Okay po.
Nahiya ka na magpakita ng muka.
Nakadamit na ako. Okay, number 21. All of the following signs and symptoms may be due to the deficiency of blood except letter A, because smaller flush po siya, discoloration of face siya. So hindi siya kasama doon sa
Saan siya nakikita ang malar flush?
sa balat po.
No. Anong pattern po?
Pattern.
Is it yin deficiency? Is it chi
Ano po
deficiency?
siya?
Yin. Okay, yin deficiency. Okay, ganito ha, you have to know why malar flush is not part of blood deficiency. Bakit may blurring of vision pag blood deficiency, Sir Henry?
Kasi po pag blood deficiency, pwede pong hindi
Anong organ related?
liver po.
Yeah, liver. Okay. So ano trabaho ng liver sa blood? What does it do?
Siya po nag-cleanse po ng blood para dumaloy
Sa
po.
TCM tayo. Siya po ang nag-store ng blood. Okay? Siya
Siya po nagpo-control ng blood.
Bakit may palpitation and insomnia?
Related
Palpitation
po
is the sign of what issue? What organ involvement?
sa heart po.
Ano nangyari dito? Bakit na-involve si heart?
Kapag may deficiency po sa heart,
So pag may liver blood deficiency, kasi nga si liver, hindi siya nakastore ng blood. So obviously, si heart, meron ka ring heart blood deficiency, di ba?
tama po.
Okay. Anong relationship ni liver kay heart? Sa 5 elements. Sino ang ina? Sino yung anak? Liver is what element? Liver?
Liver po si...
Di ba you attended the 5 elements ni Dr.
Yes
Wen?
po. Sa ano po siya? Sa earth po.
Anong element si liver? Wood, di ba? Sinong anak ni wood?
Ang nag-wood is fire.
Okay. So, pag si liver hindi makastore ng blood, ano mangyayari kay heart?
Hindi po siya mapapalapit.
Kulang din ng blood, right? Walang blood si mother. Walang blood si mother organ. Di ba? Hindi nakapag-store. Hindi siya makapag-store. Mahina si liver blood, right? So obviously, the heart will have blood deficiency. Does it make sense? Yes?
Yes.
So kung how do you explain the insomnia here? Bakit kasi si heart blood is supposed to be the residence of the Shen, the spirit. So, pag kulang ka sa heart blood, walang bahay si Shen. So you become restless, you cannot sleep. That's why people with the blood deficiency, they find it difficult to sleep. Okay? Okay, bakit may numbness on the hands and feet? May numbness sa hands and feet because what? This is very important. Huh? Kasi kulang nga ng blood. Hindi umabot sa may shortage. Hindi umabot sa dulo, sa hands and feet. So may mga numbness dyan. It could be liver blood deficiency. Okay, why is the pulse thready? What do you mean by thready pulse? Napakanipis, parang sinuli. Yeah, poor circulation po sa blood, sabi ni Ma'am Jalaisa. Very good. Thready, parang sinulid yung pulse. So that means the diameter is so masyadong maliit yung dugo na dumadaloy, no? Because there is blood deficiency. Okay? And blood
Dok,
deficiency.
may question po ako tungkol dyan. So, yung po bang yung readiness of the pulse, is it the cause or the effect? Kaya may deficiency of the blood.
It's the effect of the blood deficiency. Because when you talk
Okay.
about the diameter of the diba, you've been listening to the lecture on pulse diagnosis, right? Yung diameter. So,
Opo.
pagkokonti
Pero
lang
kasi po usually, like, diba sa Western medicine, ang ano po nila is, ay, kaya ka kasi manipis yung, ang tawag doon, yung pulse.
yeah, because there is little blood flowing through. There is less blood.
Opo, pero,
And there are
pero po,
many
effect po
causes.
pala siya, hindi siya
There-
yung cause.
No,
Okay, clear na
it's the
po, clear.
result. It's the result. Okay? Thready, kokonti lang.
Thank you, Doc.
In fact, we consider blood as yin. Diba? Part siya ng yin. So the next thing that could happen there would be yin deficiency. Okay, any other question? You ask more questions now. Okay, let's continue. Sir Henry, go to 22.
Okay, 22. Patient has following signs and symptoms: palpitation, shortness of breath, becoming worse upon exertion, and coolness of the chest. The tongue is pale with a thin white coating, and the pulse is steady and weak. These symptoms belongs to deficiency of heart qi.
Why? Ano yung, what makes you say so?
Kasi po meron siyang palpitation, saka shortness of breath. Kasi palpitation nga, meron po siyang deficient din sa blood flow. Weak, meron siyang weakness even sa pulse, saka the tongue is pale and white, thin coating.
Is thin white coating a normal thing?
Normal po siya, sir.
Okay, pero yung pale na tongue, is it normal? Hindi siya normal. Actually, wala akong makikitang iba. Heart qi deficiency lang yan. No? So kung nakikita mo, worse upon exertion. Pag nag-exert ng effort, lumalala. So that's basically heart qi deficiency. And anything that will involve the heart, there will be palpitation. So every time na meron kang palpitation, you would immediately say it's a heart issue. It's a heart pattern. Okay? Very good. Pulse is steady. Kasi pag meron kang heart qi deficiency, kukunti lang din yung blood na dumadaloy. Diba? Because qi is the commander of blood. Okay, the pulse is weak because it is a deficiency pattern. Diba? Okay, so pag malakas yung pulse, strong, then it is excess. But in this case, it's definitely deficient. Okay, number 23, Sir Henry.
23. Deficiency of a heart yang and deficiency of a heart qi can be differentiated by the presence of the following symptoms.
What's your answer?
Intermittent pulse. Okay, sorry.
Intermittent pulse.
Chills po, chills.
Intermittent pulse is a sign of, hindi lang siya ganun ka-simple ha. It's something that we should be worried about when you have intermittent chills. Okay.
Chills po, letter D.
Kasi ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, ano bang pagkakaiba? In fact, when you have heart qi deficiency, that's the early sign of heart yang deficiency. Ang pagkakaiba lang, walang feeling of cold, walang chills, walang cold extremities sa heart qi deficiency. Okay? So, presuming that you have a heart yang deficiency, when it comes to tongue, anong pagkakaiba po ng tongue ng heart qi deficiency from heart yang deficiency? Ano ba yung ano natin? Ano ba yung palatandaan natin sa magiging moisture ng tongue. Pag HeatCold deficiency, di ba sinabi mo kanina, ang pagkakaiba ng HeatCold deficiency sa HeatCold deficiency is the presence of chills or yung lamig, no? So ngayon, punta naman tayo sa tongue. Ano pagkakaiba ng HeatCold deficiency sa HeatCold deficiency? Will the patient feel cold in HeatCold deficiency? Kulang siya sa yang, di ba? Sir Henry?
Kapag gulat siya sa yang,
Okay, will the tongue look dry or will it be moist?
pag yang is dry po.
Yang deficiency, kulang sa yang. Ano ba ang nararamdaman ng pasyente pag kulang sa init, kulang sa yang? Will the tongue look dry? When you say HeatCold deficiency, sinabi mo may chills. Ano ba nararamdaman ng pasyente na lalamigan o naiinitan?
Helmet po.
Okay, so pag tinignan mo yung dila, how will you know na he's telling?
Okay. Pag may cold siya, meron po siyang moist.
Okay, moist,
Moist.
white coating. Yeah, tongue is pale and moist. Yeah, very good, Ma'am Teresita. Thank you very much. Number 24. Huwag ka ma-stress, Sir Henry, ha? Lahat ng matatalino nag-uumpisa sa hindi matalino. Okay. We just have to be honest to accept the fact that we need to learn. That's the reason why we have assessment. Okay? 24, please.
24. Patient has following signs and symptoms: chills, cold limbs, palpitations, cardiac pain, and pale complexion. The tongue is pale swollen with a white moist coating, and the pulse is steady and weak. These symptoms belongs to letter C deficiency of HeatCold.
Okay, so actually nauna ko lang tanungin to kanina, 'di ba? Ba't hindi mo natandaan? Okay, number 25.
Kasi verify.
Natetense. Ay, dapat masanay ka na because you will all have to take the Revalida. Okay, may
Okay.
Revalida tayo for Module 1 plus exam. May Revalida tayo for Module 2 plus exam. Don't worry, the exam is so easy. Okay? And number 3, Module 3 also. Okay? So hopefully magagawa natin yan ASAP. Okay. Okay, number 25.
25. A patient has following signs and symptoms: palpitation, insomnia, dream disturbed sleep, poor memory, sensation of heart in palms
Heat,
and
that's
hands.
heat. That's not hard.
Sorry. Heat in palms of the hands and soles of the feet, and night sweating. The tongue is red and the pulse is steady and rapid. These symptoms belongs to
Okay, your answer.
letter B, deficient of HeatCold.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Henry. You did. Okay, exert more effort. Okay, meron pa tayong 9 weeks. Okay, sana basahin mo yung mga notes. And we cannot let you go pag hindi, if you're not as excellent. Okay, so we have to be all good. Okay? Thank you. Dapat, ano lang, wag masyadong, walang personalan, ha? Okay. Let's now call on Sir Michael Rivera. 26 to 30, Sir Michael. Good evening, Sir Michael.
Good evening po, Sir Doc.
Okay, number 26.
Number 26. Number 26, a patient has the following signs and symptoms: mental depressions, dullness, recurrent speech, and vaping, plotting, and without a apparent reason. The tongue has a white sticky coating and a porous string, taut and folding. These syndromes belong to letter D, phlegm, misting the heart.
Okay, can you relate? Na joke lang.
Actually, this is my situation right now. I have something like sticky white coating. Yes,
Okay.
I have yeah,
Do you
sore
do you
stop.
do you laugh without any apparent reason?
You know,
You are laughing right now.
sometimes yes,
Okay.
just like this one.
Ano? Okay, but
Anyway,
anyway, parang napansin ko hindi mo nabasa yung incoherent speech, no? Okay,
meron akong
depressed ka
isang
ba? Depressed ka? Yeah, alam ko nangyari sa brother mo, no? Where please accept our condolences. But
yeah,
okay,
actually
mutually.
medyo may mga nangyari lately nga. Meron nga akong sakit niyan, Dok, eh. Meron akong symptoms. So, yeah, incoherent speech, medyo nagkakaroon ako ng, ramdam ko to eh, pati dullness, weeping, and laughing. Especially kapag nag-iisa ka, Dok, ramdam mo talaga ito.
At tumatawa ka mag-isa?
Hindi naman po, Dok. Di pa naman ganun to the point na ganun.
Malapit na.
Madali lang akong tumawa kapag medyo, madali akong tumawa kapag may nagjo-joke.
Okay. Pag may nagjo-joke.
Pag may nagjo-joke, pag wala naman, Dok, wala naman.
Okay. So wala pang phlegm misting the heart. Ano pagkakaiba ng phlegm sa dampness? Alin yung mas nauna?
Dampness. Phlegm.
Alin ang mas nauna? Dampness or phlegm?
Phlegm, Doc. Sorry.
The answer is wrong. Please read on that. Let us know next time. Okay? It should be dampness first. And tell us paano siya nag-evolve into phlegm. Okay? This is very, very important.
Opo.
27.
27 po. A patient has the following signs and symptoms. People cough, shortness of breath, becoming worse upon exertions, clear dilute, sputum and spontaneous weeping. A tongue is pale with a thin white coating, it's normal. The pulse is weak. These syndromes belong to deficiency of lung qi because of
Hello
impaired.
po.
Hello po. Dahil sa letter B po, Doc, meron siyang impaired descending of qi, lung qi. Letter B po.
Lung qi deficiency.
Lung qi deficiency. Kasi dahil po dun sa spam, clearly dilute spam at spontaneous sweating.
Anong nangyayari pag deficient yung pag may retention of phlegm in the lung?
Siyempre, Doc, parang ubo ka, ang yung ubo niya, Doc, ito yung siya, coach, a productive coat or coaching with scanty sputum ito.
Sputum, okay. So basically what you see in lung qi deficiency is yung una-una mo hanapin dyan, spontaneous sweating. Kahit hindi mainit, pinapawisan siya kaagad. Because the pores, the skin pores remain open because of a very weak lung qi. Ang lung qi, this is the one that closes the pores. Kasi kung parating open yan, magsisweat ka. Okay? Yeah. Number 28.
Ba't ko po yan, Doc? Number
28?
A patient has the following signs and symptoms, and with white sticky sputums, fullness, and stuffiness, of the chest and asthmatic breathing.
That's sputum, sputum.
Sputum. The tongue has a white sticky coating and the pulse is rolling. These symptoms belongs to a retention, letter C, retention of phlegms damp in the lungs.
What is a rolling pulse?
The pulse is widely default lost.
No.
A
How would you describe a rolling pulse?
a rolling pulse. Parang ano, Doc, tayo ito.
Is it similar to slippery?
No, okay. Why it
No,
Doc?
paano siya magiging wiry? Nagro-roll siya. Wiry is... Can you tell us, Ma'am Ami, what's the difference between wiry and rolling pulse? Are they the same?
Rolling pulse.
Pero po is ano, yung madulas po, tapos yung wiry po is para po siyang guitar.
Okay,
Yung
matigas, mahaba, straight.
Rolling.
Ang rolling, nadudulas.
Nadudulas.
Nagro-roll. You have to start practicing how to, take the pulses, okay?
Opo.
This is actually slippery pulse. Kaya nga, phlegm dump eh. No? Okay, 29.
29 po. A patient has the following signs: cold, chest pain with asthmatic breathing and thick yellow sputum for 1 week. The tongue is red with a sticky yellow coating and the pulse is rolling and rapid, madulas and rapid. Okay. These syndromes belong to a letter E, retention of phlegms, heat in the lungs.
So what do you mean by rolling and rapid?
Madulas na mabilis. Oo, madulas.
So bakit hindi letter C ang sagot mo? Retention of phlegm dump in the heart. Ano yung hanapin mong symptom para masabi mo na ang phlegm dump nasa heart?
Kasi pag nag-ano po tayo, Doc, yung sa pulse niya, di ba yung sa pulse is yung there's a 3 fingers, yung sa lungs and the heart.
No. Paano mo masasabi based on the symptoms na ang organ involved is the heart? Kasi kung titingnan mo yung C&E, retention of phlegm dump, pero sinabi mo phlegm heat in the lung.
Kaya po hindi sa letter C, Doc,
Okay, pag meron kang heart issue, ano yung hanapin mong symptom first and foremost?
palpitation, Doc.
Okay, very good. Great. Number 30. Yes, Ma'am Lynn, thank you.
Thank you po.
Palpitations. Walang palpitations dito. Okay, let's go to number 30.
Number 30 po, sorry. The patient has the following sign and symptom: abdominal pain, diarrhea with blood and mucus in the stool for 1 day. Scanty deep yellow urine and burning sensations in the anus. The tongue has a sticky yellow coating and the pulse is rolling and rapid. The answer is letter D, damp heat in the large intestine.
So, saan sa symptoms or will tell you na talagang damp heat siya?
Because there's obstructing in the flow of the chi. That's all
Nakalagay ba yan dyan sa sa binasa mo? Hindi ko yata nakita yung obstructing the flow of chi. Ang tanong ko, alin dyan sa mga symptoms na yan will tell you na it's really damp heat?
Because of the burning sensation in the anus.
Is that both damp and heat or heat lang?
Burning.
Burning sensation, mai.
Mainit po, Dok. So, damp heat
Yun
po
nga,
to.
pero sasabihin mo ba kaagad damp heat? Parang heat lang yata. Nasaan yung damp dyan?
Doon po sa ano, kasama po itong ano, scanty deep yellow urine.
No. Doon pa sa symptom.
The symptoms.
Scanty deep yellow urine. When you say scanty, that's heat, right? Deep yellow is heat. Kokonte. Scanty. Diba? Ang tanong ko, saan mo hanapin dyan yung damp sa symptoms? Basahin mo mabuti yung symptoms.
Yung abdominal pain and diarrhea with a blood focus.
The mucus.
Mucus in the stool.
Blood is heat. Mucus is damp. Okay? What about the tongue? What will tell you that it is damp heat?
Sticky yellow coating.
What else? The sticky is what? Is it the damp or the heat?
The damp.
What about the yellow coating?
Heat.
Okay. What about the pulse?
It's rolling and rapid.
So, which one? The rolling will tell you what? What about rapid?
Sa heart po yun.
Anong heart?
Hit po pag ano. Hit po yung sa ano. Hit po yung sa rapid.
Okay,
yung
what about rolling?
Ito na po yung sa dump po.
Okay, very easy. Thank you very much. Study more. Bawal po dito ang medyo half-baked. Okay? We all want you to be very good. Okay? Ina-expect na magagaling kayo.
Okay po, Doc.
Okay, next we go to, I would like to ask Ma'am Jeliza to take care of 31 to 39. Okay lang, Ma'am Jeliza? So, ito naman, hindi na multiple choice. It's actually matching, no? Modified matching ang tawag dito. And an answer may be chosen several times or not at all. So, pwedeng maraming beses mo siya sasagutin or hindi mo siya gagamitin. Diba? So parang modified matching ang tawag dito. Okay, let's start the ball rolling. Ma'am Jeliza, from 31 to 36. Let's proceed to number 31.
Number 31, the things fortune with foul smell suggests.
Okay, what's the answer here?
Letter F, accumulation of phlegm, heat in the lungs. Because they nga think it's fortune. Meron po siyang smell kasi kaya meron po siyang phlegm. Meron ko siyang cold.
Yung foul smell, yung heat. Katulad din yan ng damp heat, di ba? Pag may damp heat ka in the large intestine, pag dumumi ka, medyo may amoy. Okay?
Yes, no.
So pag may heat, mabaho yan. Okay. What about number 32?
Number 32, dilute, clear, and odorless sorghum suggests. Letter D, accumulation of cold phlegm in the lungs.
Dilute, clear, odorless.
Wala po walang amoy, odorless.
Kasi walang heat, no? Ngayon, alam niyo na yung pagkakaiba, di ba? Colorless. Odorless. Colorless. Clear. Odorless.
And odorless.
Malabnaw.
Yes.
So yung
clear
malagkit, malagkit? Makap, medyo thick, no?
Malapot.
Malapot pala. Yeah, malapot. Sorry. Malapot is, mabaho yun. That's, yeah, okay. Let's go to number 33, Ma'am Jalaisa.
Yes, Doc. Number 33, cup in the course boys usually suggest letter C and D. C is evaluation of the lungs by wind cold, and letter D, accumulation also of cold phlegm in the lungs. Dalawa Doc ang sagot niya eh. Meron siyang ubo, tapos yung boses niya usually parang ngarag.
So pag na-expose ka sa wind cold, pag may invasion, nagbabago ba yung boses?
Yes, Doc.
Oo nga, no, nag-iiba, no?
Yes, Doc.
What
Meron
about,
po siyang
okay, basta may cold.
yes, Doc. Nagbabago po yung boses. Napasok po siya
Pero
ng lamig.
wala kang sore throat.
Wala
Kasi
po.
yung sore
Ako
throat,
lang
may
po siya wind cold.
Okay, so dalawa yung sagot natin dito, no?
C and D.
Okay, invasion of the lung by wind cold and accumulation of cold phlegm in the lung. Okay. Yeah, C and D. Number 34.
Number 34, cup in the clear voice usually suggests E and F. My answer is E and F. May boses po. Ang sagot po is evaluation of the lungs by wind heat,
phlegm heat.
Phlegm heat, and accumulation of phlegm heat in the lungs.
So pag nawawala
Parehas lang.
yung boses, cold.
Ito naman po clear yung voice.
Okay. Okay, good. Now you know. So dalawa rin yung sagot, no? Invasion
Yes,
of the
Doc.
lung by wind heat. So ano magiging itsura ng tongue dito pag may invasion of the lung by wind heat? Sa first 3
Meron,
days.
meron siyang red tongue po, Doc. Ma-red.
Hindi na red kaagad yung tongue. May red spots lang.
Yes.
Pag red na yung tongue, pumasok na sa interior, di ba? Kanina lang natin diniscuss yan. Basahin mo yung first 10 pages.
Opo. Yes.
Exterior pa yan, pag invasion. Hindi pa siya nag-interior. Pag nag-interior
Nasa loob.
na, oo. Ito naman,
Sa labas.
accumulation of phlegm heat in the lung. So magkakaroon na yung matagal na sa loob, nag-accumulate na phlegm heat in the lung. Interior na siya. Okay? So mas papipiliin kung singer ka, ano yung gusto mong magkaroon? Wind cold invasion or wind heat invasion?
Dok, yung normal lang.
Hindi, kung wala kang magagawa, wind cold or wind heat, then singer ka.
Clear voice lang, Dok. Clear voice.
So wind cold, wind heat?
Wind heat.
Okay. COVID or not COVID?
Without COVID. With coatings, Dok.
COVID
Without
is
coating.
with heat, di ba? Nag-fever ka eh. So, okay, number 35.
Number 35, coarse breathing, accompanied by asthma and crackling sound of sputum suggests A and B. My answer is A and B, excess
Asthma,
syndrome of
rattling
phlegm in the
sound.
lungs. Yes, Dok. Bali, Dok, ang sagot ko dito is in coarse breathing accompanied by
Dahil
asthma.
sa phlegm, di ba? Puro excess.
May sounds po siya. Bali,
Excess
meron siyang
kasi.
phlegm heat.
Excess siya. Kaya may sound.
Opo, may phlegm heat in the lungs, saka meron din siyang phlegm dampness in the lungs.
So parehong excess.
Opo.
Okay.
Kaya sa may ito,
Number 36.
Number 36, dry cup with glitters sputum suggests
Yeah.
meron po siyang injury of the lungs by pathogenic dryness and a long-standing with Yin deficiency of the lungs. Bali po yung ubo niya, meron siyang may pathogenic na po siya na dry na. Meron siyang Yin deficiency of the lungs na long-standing.
Little sputum. Kukunti lang.
Konti na lang yung
Kasi
niya.
tuyo. Pagkukunti lang yung
Natutuyo.
sputum, tuyong-tuyo.
Yin deficiency na, Dok. Opo.
Okay. Can you describe to us the tongue pag merong lung yin deficiency?
Lung Yin Deficiency.
May coating ba yung
Dok,
tongue niya? Saan siya may coating? Saan siya walang coating? O may coating?
Dok, may coating na po siya pag meron siyang ano eh.
Long
Yin
standing na
deficiency.
yan, ha? Pag
Opo,
sinabi
long
mong yin
standing na.
deficiency ng lung, do you expect to see a coating sa lung area? Where is the lung area sa tongue?
Lung area, Dok. Sa gilid lang. Sa gilid, Dok, sa upper
Ano sa
gilid.
gilid? Lungs?
Sa lungs, doon sa gitna.
Ano? Bakit gitna? Oh my God.
Sa,
Okay,
sa
can you
tongue din na,
tell
Dok.
us, ano-ano yung organ sa upper burner?
Upper burner. Upper burner is lungs. Heart. Sa right po is heart.
I'm
Sa
sorry.
gitna po si...
Wait lang po, wait lang. Sandali lang. Bakit napunta sa right ang heart? Okay, ganito. Okay, can you divide the tongue into 3 parts? Nasaan ang upper burner, middle burner, and lower burner?
Ang upper burner po is...
Nasa middle third, posterior third, or front third?
Ang upper burner po nasa upper. Nandun po sa bandang baba po ng tip ng tongue eh.
No, ang tanong ko, front third, middle third, lower posterior third.
Ano ka?
Bakit ka natitense?
Posterior
Ito
po
naman,
kasi nasa
hindi na
likod
tayo.
eh.
Paano na tayo magre-revalid?
Nasa tongue kasi nawala sa... Pag posterior po kasi nasa likuran eh. Pag
Yo, sa
anterior po
likuran.
nasa...
Okay, start tayo sa gitna. Ano yung nasa middle burner? Ano yung mga organs sa middle burner? Nasa
Ang kidney po, Dok. Kidney.
Nasa kidney? Nasa middle burner ang kidney? Oh.
Ano ka? Dok, naglo-loading.
Ano yan? Ano nangyayari? Okay. Sa front third, nandun yung lungs pati heart, right? Upper burner siya. Sa middle third, ano yung mga organs nandoon?
Middle third. Doon po si stomach.
And?
Stomach, liver.
Liver the entire side, di ba?
Opo.
Sino
Sa
katabi
gilid.
Okay, stomach. Sinong kasama ni
Stomach po.
sa middle burner?
Opo. Nasa middle burner po si stomach. Tapos po si lungs.
Stomach and?
Stomach and liver.
I'm sorry?
Stomach and liver. Dok, tulungan niyo ako.
Ano nangyari? Okay.
Si stomach po,
okay, what about the posterior third?
Posterior, nasa likod. Posterior po yung si lungs.
Posterior third? Nasa likod? Bakit na bigla napunta si lungs sa likod? Wait lang, i-delete ko muna to. I don't like this.
Dok.
Okay. 37 to 39.
Ako ba rin yun?
Ikaw pa rin.
Tapos na. 37 often indicates excess of heat in the interior due to elevation of exogenous pathogenic heat. My answer is letter A, sustaining of the high-grade fever. Meron po siyang excess heat of the interior, so meron po siyang high-grade fever in the interior.
So how would you differentiate the fever pag meron lang invasion of heat sa exterior, hindi pa pumasok sa interior? Will the fever be as high?
Yes, Dok, pero siyang ano tayo, Dok eh, high grade na siya eh. Bali yung fever niya
Ano
nasa
ang
ano na,
tanong ko, anong
excess,
pagkakaiba nito pag meron lang heat pa sa exterior?
pagkakaiba.
Oh, no, okay, when you say okay, ano na naging itsura ng tongue pag meron na po siyang invasion,
Meron na,
kung
mahit na
pumasok
po,
na
Dok.
po sa interior yung heat?
Bali, Dok, ma-red na po yung tip ng tangdi niya. Ma-red na po yung coating ng tongue niya.
Will it be the coating only or the whole tongue body? Okay, number 38.
Number 38 often indicates indigenous heat caused by deficiency of yin. My answer is slight fever, curing of definite time of the day, and feverish sensation of cold breath by the body, some surface from the interior, and feverish sensation of the palm of the hands and the sole of the feet. So, Doc, meron po siyang, pagka po deficiency sa yin, so yung heat po niya, nako-cover na po buong katawan niya from the interior. Pati po yung kamay niya, saka yung paa niya, pati mga talampakan po niya. Pag meron po siyang sober na sa obtain na po yung ng heat ng sa katawan.
Paano mo ma-differentiate na exogenous pa yung heat or external or invasion pa ng heat based on the hands? Paano mo pinapakiramdaman kung may fever ang isang tao? Are you going to use your palm or are you going to
Doc.
use...
Yes, Doc. Awakan ko po yung katawan niya, yung kamay niya.
Alin ba yung yin? Yung palm o yung likod ng palm o yung dorsal surface ng hand?
Likod lang po ng sa likod po ng palm po, saka sa likod din po ng...
Okay, yung likod ng
ng,
palm, ano ba yon? Yang or yin?
Ano po siya? Yin.
Yung likod ng palm?
Yes, Doc. Yung yung harap dito pong sa yung may kulay po. Yung maputi po yin sa harap. Dito po sa may makulay po na kamay is yang.
Okay. Mukhang hindi yata tama. Okay, let's go to number 39.
39 often indicates transmission of exogenous pathogen from the exterior to the interior. Letter A, Doc, sustained by the high-grade fever. Bali, Doc, yung transmission of pathogen niya, galing sa labas, pumasok na po sa loob. Kaya po nagkaroon ng high-grade fever. Sobrang taas na po yung lagnat niya.
Okay. Any questions? So I think this is very easy. This is very basic. Okay? So ang gusto ko kasi, like when you answer questions, you have to understand. No? Kasi, okay, aside from the assessment, kasi ganito po, no? Sa PITAK, they will be asking how we were able to evaluate you. Of course, we have all the videos to show them if they ask for it. But you will be given a TOR. So sa TOR, you'll like passed or failed. And paano natin masushow you proof that you passed or failed? Aside from the videos, we're going to give you an exam for each module plus a revalida. Don't worry about the revalida. Actually, itong ganitong ginagawa natin, revalida na po ito. It's just like if you really understood the basics or everything, or talagang hindi kayo nag-absent, you would be able to pass it with flying colors. Okay? So,
Yes.
ganito po kasi, no? They're very strict now. They will be asking for the TOR. And they will know, ano ba yung basis? Like, how did they pass? Of course, we have to show you that you passed the exam. We have to show them. Because definitely they will ask for it. And also the revalida. So, if we see each other in Manila, we're going to give you probably 3 revalidas. And don't worry, bibigyan ko kayo, it's all written. Then, just like what we're doing now, para so hindi po pwedeng half-bake yung ating mga knowledge. Okay? So, I want you all to review all the videos. This is the 21st video. Doon ko lang kukunin yung ating mga, of course, it will not be the same question. Okay? So, sa TOR ninyo, passed or failed. And we have to make it good this time. Okay?
Ito.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Jeliza. Medyo effort. Mukha kang pagod na pagod. And
Doon kasi naglilipat kasi kami. Nag-aayos ng mga naghahakot ng mga gamit.
ay, dahil sa
Kaya yung
baha.
mga damit. Hindi po, maglilipat po. Nagta-transfer po ng mga gamit.
Okay. Pero hindi,
Wala rin pong,
nag-aaral lang ba kayo pag may assessment?
hindi po. Nag-aaral din po ko pag may andito po ako sa bahay, mag-isa. Nagbabasa-basa po. Tapos po, nagbaano rin po. Kasi ngayon po, wala rin kasi tulog din. Kaya saka,
Okay. Iba kasi if you have a lot of things in your brain, no?
Oh.
You have to show the world that you're the best. Bawal lang na.
Yes.
Bawal
I
hindi
will do my
best.
best.
Okay. So exert more effort. Baka nasobra ka na sa pag-aaral, no? Remember, I give you the questions ahead of time, like a week.
Dok, babawi po ako, Dok, sa babawi po ako. Ngayon lang po ako na kasi napagod
Okay,
kami.
next time you give me a lecture on the tongue, the topography of the tongue.
Yes, Dok.
Okay. Sige po. Let's go to the next one. Okay.
Continue po ako, Dok.
Hindi na. Tapos na. Baka ma-stress ka pa. Okay, nag-aayos. Okay, so... okay, let's call on Ma'am Lane Arandia.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hanggang 50 na po, 40 to 50. Okay, can we start with number 40?
Number 40, stickiness and sweet taste in the mouth most likely suggest letter D dahil yung damp heat may stickness, tapos yung spleen is indicated siya na sweet taste in the mouth. So letter D, damp heat in the spleen.
Okay.
Dok, may question po ako dyan sa number 40. Okay lang po.
Sige.
Kasi po, dinignan ko po yan na, parang po yung difference ng damp heat and damp cold in the spleen. Pero parang dun sa, hindi ko po tuloy alam kung accurate, kasi lagi ko pong ginagamit tong, yung Me and Chi po na site. So dun po sa Me and Chi, ang niya is, pag damp cold, yun yung sweet. Pag damp heat po, bitter.
Damp heat,
po ang totoo?
bakit naging bitter ang damp? Okay. When you say damp heat, ibig sabihin, masyado na siyang yang. Okay? Pero dito kasi, ganito kasi yan. Like, if you have this craving for sweets, that means masyado nang naging yin yung, kasi damp is yin. Okay? So, pag sumobra na yung yin mo, eventually, di ba, nagta-transform. Nag-i-intertransform yung, di ba, pag sumobra na yung yin, ang dami mong kinakain na sweets. So, eventually, aakyat yan, mag-super yin, pagkatapos na extreme yin siya, magiging heat na naman siya, magiging yang. Okay, so it can also be bitter, but it's more of like when you have already the fire element being affected. Remember, ang dampness kasi, pwede siya mag-generate ng heat. Even damp cold can transform into damp heat eventually. Okay? So
Okay.
yun yung mga extreme. Okay? So when you say sweet taste, of course, you have so much of the yang of the ano to, of the earth already until eventually affected na yung fire. Yon.
So, kailan po siya magiging bitter or interchangeable po
Magiging
ba yun?
bitter siya pag involved na yung heart. Okay? In
Oh,
fact, when you
okay po.
have a bitter taste upon waking up, that's already heat in the meron ka ng heart fire. Okay. So syempre after the
Upon
heart,
waking up po
you will
yun.
also like patuloy pa din yung heat mo. So eventually it will affect the liver. Pag meron ka ng liver fire, ang bitter taste mo niyan the whole day. Hindi lang upon waking up.
Oh, okay. So parang isa po dito sa questions dito sa sa 42 to 43. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So it's more
Okay po. Thank you,
like,
Doc.
okay.
Mhm.
So let's continue, Ma'am Lane.
Number 41, a bitter taste in the mouth suggests bitter taste, itong letter C, hyperactivity of fire of the liver and gallbladder.
Okay, number 42.
Number 42, fall belching and acid regurgitation suggests retention of food. Nagkaroon mo siya ng fall belching dahil yung stomach chi niya dapat ang normal flow ng chi is downward.
Downward. Nagkaroon ng rebellious chi.
Nagkaroon ng rebellious kaya may fall belching at acid reflux.
Okay, very good. Next.
Number 43, poor appetite, loose stools, and fullness in the epigastrium and abdomen suggests letter A, weakness of the spleen and stomach. May mga signs siya sa spleen yun, yung poor appetite, loose stools,
Okay.
and sa stomach, fullness in epigastrium, abdomen.
Okay. Okay.
Number 44.
So, okay, bago tayo mag-proceed, so
Okay.
Ma'am Joy, did you now understand? Lahat interconnected.
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes, Doc. Apo.
Okay. Okay, number 44 to 46.
Number 44, scanty urine is most likely caused by letter C, deficiency of the spleen and kidney accompanied by fluid retention.
Okay, bakit nagkaroon ng fluid retention?
Fluid retention.
What do you mean by, when you have deficient spleen and kidney?
Ayun, ano po kasi, kaya nagkaroon ng fluid retention dahil po mahina yung spleen. Deficiency of the
Ano
spleen
ba
caused
ang
by
trabaho
deficiency.
ng spleen?
Transport and transform ng
So in this case,
fluid tsaka
hindi
food.
siya na-transport yung fluid.
Opo, impair po yung spleen niya kaya magkaroon ng fluid retention.
Okay. Anong kinalaman ni kidney?
Water waste po kasi.
Ganon. Ano ang role ni kidney kay spleen?
15 po kasi di ba nag-ano siya ng mga body fluid.
Di ba?
Tapos,
Sabi ni Ma'am, sino ba to? Hindi nyo binabasa. Alam nyo, yung nag-effort tayo. Ganito po when I give you notes, you have to read. What happened to all the notes? Okay? Remember, alam ng pitak that we meet Like, di ba, I give you a lot of videos and things to read, remember? That's 12.5 hours. So basically, we just meet like 2.5 hours. So 10 hours are devoted to your reading. So Ma'am Annalyn, o di ba? Yung kay Mary Ann Mata, o di ba? Kailangan nyo bigyan ng credit si Mary Ann Mata. Grabe, nandiyan na. Memorize na ni Ma'am Annalyn, kaya hindi ko na tinatawag. Okay. So yon ha. Okay, ang spleen kasi, for the spleen to perform its function, kailangan siya maging yang. Okay? Saan kinukuha ni spleen yung yang niya? Sa kidney yang. So, ibig sabihin, pag mahina ang kidney chi mo or kidney yang, definitely, you won't be able to, what? You won't be able to, this will lead to a weakening of the spleen. Do you agree? Yes? Ma'am Lane?
Yes po, Doc.
Okay. So, spleen yang deficiency, no? Or spleen chi deficiency, naging spleen yang deficiency. Siyempre, mas grabe ang spleen yang deficiency. This will affect, I'm sorry, if you have kidney yang deficiency, this will definitely affect your spleen. Kaya pag meron kang kidney yang deficiency, malamig yung paa mo, malamig. Okay, so talagang meron kang low back pain, mga gano'n. Hindi na maganda yung TNT function, transformation and transportation function ng spleen. Kaya nagkakaroon ng fluid retention and therefore urination is scanty. Okay, number 45.
Number 45, frequent urination, which clear urine suggests deficiency cold of the kidney and urinary bladder. Mahina po yung kidney tsaka urinary bladder niya, kaya frequent urination.
Okay. When you say deficiency cold, it is similar to yang deficiency?
Yes po, kapag may more on cold, dito po siya sa yang
Frequent
kidney yang.
urination, clear urine.
Yes,
Hindi din normal yon. Okay. Number 46.
Number 46, frequent urination is scanty in amount and deep yellow in color suggests. Letter A, may accumulation of damp heat in the kidney and urinary bladder. So, ano po siya, Doc? May heat siya, damp heat, yung deep yellow, yung
Ito yung
color.
maamoy, no? Damp heat.
Oo,
Ito
kasi
yung merong UTI, no? So, damp heat mainit. Nag-fever sila minsan. And there is pain. Okay? Yung tinatawag na cystitis when you have infection of the urinary bladder. Okay.
Number 47, fixed pain is often due to letter F, obstruction of channels and collaterals by cold dampness.
Okay.
Letter F. And number 48,
okay.
pain which is...
How are you going to confirm this? Kasi di ba maraming klaseng pain? Ano yung gagawin mo para ma-confirm mo na talagang ang obstruction or the fixed pain is due to cold dampness?
Pag fixed pain po siya, ano to blood
Narirelieve
stagnation
ba siya pag warm compress?
Pag ano po siya, nare-relieve po siya kapag sa pag nape-press po siya. More on press.
Okay, let's go to 48.
Number 48, pain which is elevated by pressure suggests, ito nga pong doc, yung kapag yung pain tapos na-elevate sa sa pressure, ito yung deficiency syndrome. Letter A.
Okay. So ito yung mga malalaman mo kung yung nagpapamasahe gusto nila
yung hard.
Yes.
May deficiency po siya.
Yung mga excess naman, gusto nila soft. Minsan hindi sila nagpapamassage.
Oo.
Yung mga gusto magpamassage ng deep or hard, ito yung mga deficient. Okay.
Number 49, pain which is aggravated by pressure suggests. Letter B, intestinal parasites. C, stagnation of chi and blood. And D, retention of food or phlegm.
So ito yung mga excess.
Mga
Okay.
excess po.
Ayaw nila ng
Ayaw nila yung
pressure. Yeah. Minsan
Opo,
ayaw nilang
pressure.
pahawak eh. Okay? So doon pa lang makikita mo na. And these are the possible causes. Baka merong alaga, intestinal parasites, merong chi and blood stagnation, and retention of food or phlegm. And the last one,
number 50, migrating pain is often due to letter E, invasion of channels and collaterals by pathogenic with.
okay. Kaya this is very, very important, no? Especially when you talk about P syndrome, when you have painful obstruction syndrome, katulad nung masakit yung joints mo, you need to know what is causing the pain. So, is it wind? Kasi pag wind, no? Tumatakbo-takbo, lumilipat-lipat. Okay, is it due to cold? The cold, masyadong masakit siya. Nare-relieve by warm compress, by hot compress. It's actually very painful pag cold. Okay, syempre pag due to warm, nare-relieve pag cold. So these things. And you can actually confirm by looking at the tongue and feeling the pulses. Okay? Kaya please read the PDF na about Zhangfu. Okay, itong Zhangfu patterns, we're going to take this up in our future assessment, no? And okay, thank you very much, Ma'am
Thank you
Lane.
po.
Yeah, and siguro next time uunahin na naman kita para medyo Okay, did you learn anything today? Yung mga iba, don't take this too seriously because this is designed to make us all very efficient practitioners, no? Okay.